White women, yes. Watch this video, and I'll be right back.
Okay, this is a lot to unpack, and I'm warning you now, once you do it, it can't be undone. And I'm saying that because there's no way your mother didn't participate in this. It is so deeply ingrained in our culture. So here we go. First up, racism is a symptom of the war that we've really been fighting this entire time, which is a culture war. And to understand how our mothers taught us to survive this culture and, in essence, prop it up, we have to understand how it was formed. So let's do a Cliff Notes of history run through of the culture of white women in America. So the British Christian Empire colonized everything and brought with them their culture. And what does their culture say about women? A woman is responsible for original sin. A woman asks for the head of John the Baptist. A woman cuts off Samson's hair and steals his power. And you've heard of Jezebel. So when they ripped the rest of us white women away from our original indigenous cultures, which were much more balanced in terms of the male-female, divine feminine, divine masculine power structure, they had to get us into control fairly quickly, lest we lead them astray. If you're keeping track, that means what it means to be a proper woman is now defined by the culture of the British Christian Empire. Our school dress codes are still defined by this concept. We have to protect our vulnerable young men from the vision of our sin-inducing bodies. We tried to rebel against it, and we got the witch trials for our troubles. Friendly reminder here that in American schools we are largely introduced to the witch trials in conjunction with the play The Crucible, which is an allegory that essentially sums the whole thing up into "you silly women did this to yourselves." So those tactics start to be frowned upon and they have to switch strategy. While they are controlling the black people and the indigenous with slavery and genocide, they are controlling their women with the rise of psychology. Go back and look at some of the things that a woman could have been committed for back then, and you're going to find things like reading too much, being too opinionated, being too argumentative with her husband, just being emotionally expressive at all. They wanted their women quiet, modest, and uninformed. It was also legal for a man to beat his wife back then, so our mothers had to teach us how not to get burned at the stake, not to get committed, not to get beaten or worse. How did they do this? By policing our emotional and physical presentations to the world, our tone. This is partly how the tropes of the angry black woman and the spicy Latina woman got created, because those are emotive traits that we are not allowed to have, right? Because our culture is more civilized. Now we started getting hip to all of this outright oppression, and it led to us fighting for our right to vote, so they have to switch strategy again. And right on time, along comes the rise of advertising in the 50s to save them. And now they can convince us to buy what they used to have to force on us. Now it's inundating us every day, hiding in plain sight. How this manifested interpersonally is it taught us to live and die by our tone, to determine friend or foe by our tone, and we police tone in each other out of fear to keep each other alive. And now half the time we don't even know we're doing it.
Ooh, that was a lot to unpack. Might want to watch the video over again. Pay attention to the indoctrination part. We gotta work together. Yes, we do. To end this toxic patriarch and this Christian supremacy. That is all. Oh, remember, diversity, equal power. We can change the world when we work together and protect black women. Until next time.